Welcome back, subscribers, and welcome new viewers. And I want to thank each and every one of you who have subscribed, who like, who share my videos, because that assists in all of my videos being circulated out to more and more individuals who, just like you, need this information and are seeking it. So thank you. And today I'm reading from my Karmic Astrology book, and it's going to be number 16, viewer request. And this is going to be North Node in Pisces, South Node in Virgo. And if any of you would like a copy of this, send me an email or leave a comment leaving your email and any of what I have read. If you want any copies, just let me know which you would like. And all of my information is in the drop-down box below this video and all of my videos. Okay, let's get started. Okay, Pisces North Node, Virgo South Node. In the realm of consciousness, this is the hardest nodal position to deal with. Here, as a result of many lifetimes, the individual starts to realize his own rigidity. He is aware of his patterns and how much they hurt him, yet he finds them difficult to let go of. In prior lives, he lived in the consciousness of a finite universe where all was well structured. Now he is confronted with the realization that truth extends beyond what his finite senses can measure or even perceive. He is unavoidably confronted with situations, circumstances, and events which force him to relinquish his hold on the physical plane. Nevertheless, he still tries to live like the salmon, swimming against the current, regardless of the direction of nature's forces. He still seeks order. In fact, his need for strict regimentation is so strong that he develops medical troubles in the center of the body from personalizing a stiffness that increases tension on the inner organs. Constantly he suppresses desire for the sake of doing what seems proper, for he would like to maintain an image of respectability. In past incarnations, he built his understanding on fact, not hearsay. Now, he accepts only what comes from the, quote, highest authority. He seeks ways to rid himself of the nervous irritability which keeps overcoming him, and yet he puts stipulations on the cure. He must learn how to immerse himself in the waters of the cosmic consciousness, and in this baptism of thought, he can truly experience a new birth. Before he can do this, however, he must first overcome his karmic fear of living in a contaminated world. He comes into this life believing that the world is filled with danger, and therefore constantly questions the credentials of the people and conditions he considers allowing into his life. Everything foreign to the self represents the threat of disease, and it is because of such thinking that from time to time disease actually occurs. For many with these nodes, there is a strong residue of sexual problems left over from former incarnations, either a deprivation of the sexual experience or a strong determination to avoid emotional hurt through it, leads them to seek a better understanding in the current life. Some are confirmed Puritans, while others are capable of being physically responsive and emotionally cold at the same time. The mind is so analytical that life can easily slip into the manipulation of a chess game. This individual has a sharp eye for detail and never overlooks the obvious. He is an expert at solving puzzles, willing to spend many hours tediously groping for the tiniest answer. But he can get so involved with whatever he is doing that he often loses perspective. His past life discriminating tendencies often lead him now to pick apart what should be left together. Thus, although he is capable of immense clarity of thought, he does not experience complete peace of mind. And I want to say that each and every one of our south nodes, if you don't already know, if you've never heard me say this, and if I'm saying it and you've heard me say this, well, please allow me to say it again for those who don't know, because this is so essential for each and every one of us, especially when you're listening to your own south node. And there is no judgment, there is no blame, there is no no guilt, no shame, because our south nodes, each and every one of us, we all have one, and we were all born with them, and it was put into our subconscious, a program. Again, it was put into our subconscious. We don't know it even exists. It's an automatic program that makes us feel like this is the way we're going to get our needs met if we do it this specific way, the South Node way. And we will cycle and do it many, many times. And some of us, most of us, if we don't ever know, we will do it throughout our whole life, because we don't even know that this program exists. Well, those of you who are listening, now you know this program exists, and you are allowing it to come out into your conscious awareness so that you can have control over this, and you can finally, once and for all, take charge and do something different, because you're bringing it out into your subconscious, out into your conscious. Out of your subconscious into your conscious is what I meant, so that you can do something. You now have the free will to be able to do something about it. You have the choice. Okay. Through the Pisces North Node, he must learn faith. When he stops separating the world into neat little compartments, he will get his first glimpses of universal consciousness. Ultimately, he is to achieve the understanding that all is one, and one is all. Before this happens, he must learn how to stop seeing himself as separate from the rest of the world. He will go through experiences which force him to grow more compassionate. As he starts to find his well-laid plans dissolving into nothing, he begins to see others in a different light. Ultimately, he symbolically goes through the pain of the entire universe so that he can strengthen his divine love to the point that he absolutely refuses to pass judgment on others. Wow, that is very beautiful. He makes much progress by acquainting himself with the spiritual way of life. His growth extends as far as his arms can reach, while the arm of the past still clutches at his self-imposed restrictions. The arm of his future is grasping for the higher alternative. It is only his failure to let go completely that prevents him from achieving the perfect transition into the full state of higher mind. Yet, he does reach the point that he occasionally sees it. From time to time, his remarkable intuition reveals to him the mysterious essence of life. Yet the past incarnation memories of his Virgoian practicality cause doubt at every point. And so, halfway between one world and the other, these mutable nodes are in a constant state of change. Arriving at his destination, but not sure that he is there, he keeps going back to the start. Let me read that again. Arriving at his destination, but not sure that he is there, he keeps going back to start his journey again. Each time he reaches one step more into the infinite, where ultimately he will dissolve the shackles of his shackles of his rigidly formed past, and be born again as pure spirit. The house position of the South Node indicates the area in life that is still too rigidly embedded in a personally overstructured idea. The house position of the North Node shows how the soul can renounce its grip on all rigid definition of form and structure so that it can be free to swim in the ocean of God. That is beautiful. And that is all I have. So, until next time.